Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Concert Junkies, Rob and John. Oh yeah.
And we're live.
What's up, guys?
Hi.
What's going on?
I'm back from getting beer.
As you guys know, I'm Fran LaSavage of Savage Leaves and Metal, and I am co-hosting for our host, Rob from Concert Junkies.
What's going on, guys?
Cool.
And for
Awesome.
everyone who doesn't know who you are Vicious. We have Vicious Attack from Chicago here with us tonight.
That's a hat of ours.
We can bring out merch later too. Absolutely. I know you guys got a bunch of merch that's come out recently too. You guys want to introduce yourself to everybody?
I am Alex, the singer.
I'm Mike, the one of the guitar players.
Did you forget your job?
And I'm Fabian, the drummer.
Sometimes I play the lute.
Yes, you do. Fine job of it.
Now you guys actually have two other members who couldn't make it, correct?
Yes. So the other two, Kevin, other guitar player, and Johnny, the bass player.
Well, what's up to you guys? We get life happens, so whatever whatever it is, it's cool. We got 3 out of 5 here.
That's not bad. 3 out of
Yeah.
5.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The important ones.
What was that?
We're the important ones.
Well,
Don't say that.
well, thank you for making that important appearance with us. Maybe one day we'll be able to meet everybody all at once. I probably already have. I know I've seen you guys before too. We'll talk about that later also. Yes. So you guys have been around since 2007, correct?
Well, 2006 is when we originally formed, but we were under a different name. Demon Seed at the time, but we decided to change the name because somebody in Texas was already a Demon Seed. So we officially changed our name in 2007 for Vicious Attack.
I love the name. I think it's a great name. Now, okay, well, you guys have gone through a couple of singers. Alex, you're the newbie, aren't you?
I am.
I'm
very new.
Very new.
Well, like
2016.
yeah,
maybe?
yeah. So a couple of years.
Yeah, relatively.
Yeah, relatively, because he joined, and we had a 2016 EP that was already sitting and ready to go. We just kept going through vocalists, we went through literally like 6 other vocalists who had problems, whether it was like drugs or just being lazy is all, just really lazy, or drugs, or just couldn't really do what we were asking them to do. And that sounds like problematic, but it's literally just they couldn't do the job. And Alex here, he's been a friend of the band for a long time, and we kept trying to get him to audition, and he wouldn't do it. So we waited for a while, and he finally tried out and almost immediately got the job.
Almost immediately?
Almost.
We had him come in a couple more times. But he was just afraid because obviously if you've listened to the music, it's very demanding.
Yeah,
it's very fast paced,
Aggressive.
especially the vocals as well. So
it made the sound that time. That's the whole reason why I didn't want to join up in the first time, because I didn't think I was capable of singing that fast. It's fast and hard.
that's some lung power, man. That's a lot of lung power. How you guys play?
Yeah, so I needed to get myself ready. I think it took like a year or something like that, and then he asked me again, and I was like, sure, I'll do it. Why not?
Well, you guys do extreme metal, a lot of pretty much thrash and whatnot. And I have had the honors of seeing you guys. I saw you guys at Ohio Death Fest. It was Ohio in October of last year. And Bernie runs the show. I was doing the live media PRs, you guys know, and the pictures and whatnot. You guys killed it on the stage. So it was awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, that was a really killer night. That was a killer night that Bernie pulled off. Bringing in it was like 8 or 9 bands, something like that. I don't even remember. There was a lot of them that showed up, and it was a cool show, and everyone killed it on the stage, and he ran that whole damn thing and played it. So props to him on that. And he brought you guys in. That was the first time I got to see you guys live too.
Oh yeah, that was tons of fun. It was a lot of bands. I think it might have been like
100.
Yeah, no, it wasn't 100.
No,
I think it was like 15 bands or something like that. But it was fun. We we knew a couple of the bands there, so
I think we knew almost most of them.
We knew most of them. We got a chance to just reconnect, and it was just a good day for palling around. And I remember that show just because it was obviously close to Halloween. We had like a giant candy bowl out, just handing out candy to everybody.
I didn't get no damn candy.
It was there.
You didn't come to the booth. You didn't take our candy.
We were giving it out. It's there.
You know what? If you had a white
Next
band,
show.
I would have been there.
Oh, jeez.
I was about to say that.
But yeah, no, that was
free candy.
a great
I'm in.
Yeah.
Snickers, the way to my heart. Just saying.
I love Snickers.
So So anyway, moving on. You guys, I mean, you got your whole goal. You guys wanted to be known as the heaviest, fastest thrash metal band out there. Do you think you've reached that goal?
I think it's yeah. I don't know.
It's hard to answer that.
It's hard to answer that because I think technically our fastest song is one that Kevin wrote, which I believe it's on the new album. We have a brand new album. It's on there, and the song is called "End of Days." And if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's at 260 BPM, which is pretty fast. It works very well in our set though. Everything is fast, but that one would be considered the fastest. So, yeah, we love playing fast, and we still try to maintain having like actual melodies and whatnot. We don't want to just be chugging along on the strings with no rhyme or reason,
or everything sounds like a jumbled sound.
Right? Yeah, like an audio puzzle. We don't want you to guess. We don't pretend to be anything we're not. We're literally, if we're basically Slayer with death metal vocals.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm just saying that's not a bad mix.
So
okay.
So go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Like, say something.
So who got you into music in general?
Oh boy, me.
Start with you.
My buddy John. I don't know if you ever met him. John Chu, you remember him? Yeah. He used to not listen to metal at all, and then it was in high school. He showed me Slayer and Black Dahlia Murder, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is awesome!" And literally ever since then, I've never stopped listening to metal. I listen to a lot of different kinds of metal now because of him. And my dad listens to a lot of classic rock, stuff like that. My stepdad listened to a lot of Metallica growing up. I've been around it. And then this kid got me into it too, more. Oh, go ahead, take my mic. Go ahead. No, I was done talking, Mike. Here.
I'll take your mic. No, I can't.
I seem to be handling both of them before.
Yeah. I guess it's very similar for me. It's just you are introduced to music typically by a friend or parents, and for me it was my dad listening to a lot of Van Halen and Ozzy, just a lot of Scorpions and Motley Crue, and then eventually you meet that one friend who's like, "Hey, have you ever listened to Cannibal Corpse?" I'd be like, "No, I don't know what that is." And then something clicks and changes you as a person. But yeah, I met that friend and started loving bands like Cannibal Corpse and Children of Bodom, and just a lot of really, just technical, Fear Factory, and obviously your Slipknots and whatnot.
Your knots.
Your knots. Your various knots. But yeah, I think that's pretty much that gen, the 2000s a lot of the 2000s bands like Disturbed and Korn and all that, and
Waka Waka.
Yep. But yeah, and then Fabian here's influences are a little different because
He's 100 years old.
He's 1,000 years old. Here you go, Fabian.
Tell them about your species.
Well, I
of people.
remember when Deep Purple first came out with their album.
I was
really
there
got
when
into
they're-
them. No, my first introduction to metal was Rain and Blood. No, South of Heaven when it first came out. And I thought the cover was pretty fucking creepy and awesome. And then I started going from there. I lost my mind and been doing metal ever since. Yeah. I'm a huge fan. It's a lifestyle now. So
especially for you.
and the Monkeys, apparently. Yeah, I saw him before Mike Nesmith died, so it's awesome. Anyways, those are my influences in music. Growing up with my brother who played guitar and all my friends who played guitar, so I had no choice but to do the drums because nobody else wanted to do them. But it paid off because drummers are in desperate need right now.
How many bands are you in, Fabian?
I was in 9, but 8 officially.
Is that all?
Yeah, just 8 right now.
Eight is enough.
Yeah. I figure I'd calm down a little bit, you know.
So taking a shit can wait, right?
Drop one of the bands.
Well, every year I always do a fabulous fucking Fabian Fest, and I play with all of the bands the same night.
That's
All
insane,
drumming
man.
for every single
That's
one of them.
insane.
We haven't done that in a little bit either.
Since
Yeah,
2020,
yeah.
But I'm
Hey,
working on.
That's my favorite show to play.
I'm working on getting
That's my
one for
favorite show to
July.
play.
So
That was my first show with you guys. Was a Fabian Fest.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Yeah.
You broke your cherry then, huh?
Yes, that was fun.
On my birthday.
Yes.
Fucking A.
Yes.
And that happens every year?
Every year, but the last one was 2020.
Valid.
Pandemic
Well, of course.
happened. Yeah, so I'm working on trying to get one for July this,
For this
year,
year?
hopefully. Yeah.
And what do you call it?
Fabulous fucking Fabian Fest.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah, that's
So you're in like 8 or 9 bands and you will play it in every single band in one
every
day.
single one of them, all drums.
How are you going to remember every set?
I
Oh.
do. That's I mean, I
Jeez.
can't remember anyone's names or faces, but
Or the name of the
I
band.
have like 600 songs in my head that I remember, including covers, you know. So
Dude, that's nuts. I mean, can you move your arms after that night for at least, does it take,
well,
does it take a day or two to feel them again? I mean,
no, it's like
he's
it's like
got
an
Hobbit
adrenaline
powers.
rush.
He's got Hobbit powers.
Yeah, Hobbit powers.
He recovers instantly.
It's funny because he usually forgets to eat as well, so he goes the entire day basically without eating.
Well, I don't have time to eat because I also set up the show.
I
I'm
don't
the
have
promoter,
time to eat.
so I promote
Yeah.
the show, get everyone going. You know, lazy band members sitting there fucking around, so I got to
Whoa.
make sure they get on stage on time.
Whoa.
Not specifically looking at you,
Whoa.
but yeah, it was busy night. I never get a chance to eat or do anything fun. Just play drums all day.
So playing drums isn't fun?
I can't believe I've never heard of
work.
this.
It's work. After
No,
the
I
first
haven't
band,
even heard of
it's
it.
no longer fun.
I can't believe I've never heard of this, and I'm here with you guys. I live in the same damn city.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't know.
that's usually our
It's,
biggest show of the year
it-
most of the time.
How have I not
This-
heard
this
this?
one would be the
well,
sixth
now
one.
I know, and I want to know
If I-
more about it now.
if I get the show this year, it'll be the 6th annual time or 6th time that I do it. So
Yeah, we usually do it at the Cobra Lounge too, so that's
Cobra
always
Lounge. yeah,
it's always a good time there.
Mark your calendars.
Mark
Yeah,
the calendar.
definitely stay in
I'll-
touch.
well, if it happens to you, I'll let you guys know.
Hell yeah, definitely.
Well, then you have vendors there too, and
And then
too.
I have artists sell their artwork
Mhm.
and etc. Then I have Ammunition who performs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A little
Nice.
burlesque show.
Little burlesque show or the grinding thing that she does.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. Keep everyone entertained.
Good job, Fabian.
I try.
Jesus Christ, man. All right, Alex, your voice is killing me, man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll let Mike talk from here on out.
Yeah. Stop distracting her. Let her do her
I'll
job,
talk
Alex.
for a little bit. My voice isn't sexy.
Yeah, we'll just have Mike talk.
I think it's sexy, Mike.
I think I'm blushing right now.
So you're making her sweat over there.
Welcome to my TED Talk.
Oh, okay.
You doing all right?
No. So,
You good?
is that one of the goals you guys have planned for 2022?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys got anything else
Right.
planned coming up?
Right now, with the way how uncertain everything is, we're definitely trying. We got like one show booked right now currently, but we're really focusing on just if you've looked at the page, we always have something going on in terms of like media. We've been pushing a lot of videos, a lot of advertisements, just a lot of like really dumb stuff to get your attention.
Everybody likes dumb
Everybody
stuff.
loves dumb sells. But so I guess our goals for 2020 is to get we're gonna take another year, obviously, because the album came out during the pandemic, and right out of it, like I'd say 2021, we started playing a bunch of shows and trying to promote it, but obviously it's made things kind of weird. So we're gonna take another year to really push the album, and hopefully that does include more shows and just a lot more media. Right now we have one video that's sitting, one music video that's sitting. We haven't finished it yet. What is that?
It's the way you looked at Fabian when
Yeah.
you said that.
I'm the holdup.
Yeah, you're
Being
the.
in 9 bands.
And then we're currently working on another video this month, so hopefully we'll actually get to shoot it at the end of this month. So, we got stuff coming up. It's and then right now we literally just released a bunch of new merch, so that's always fun. A lot of winter merch.
You should check out the commercial that Mike made for it. It's pretty outstanding.
It's pretty dumb. But
Dumb standing.
yeah, it's on the page. We got hoodies and hats and sweatshirts, baseball tees, all that good stuff. Baseball hats. And that's really, we've just been trying to focus entirely on making sure people listen to this album,
Now, the album you're talking about is the Declaration of War, right?
Yep, Declaration of War.
That came out in April of last year.
Yeah. Like I said, it was really towards the end. We were wondering when we should push it, and then we just got tired already, and we just released it. But we had 5 music videos locked and loaded and ready to go along with it. So every month we released a different music video. So
now, this is your first album that's full. It's a full length album. How many songs you got on it?
I think it's 12. 12 with an intro, or is maybe 13 with an intro?
I think it's 12.
12 with an intro. And in the past we've had nothing but EPs essentially. I think the first 2 EPs had like 4 songs each, and then the third one with Alex on it when he was introduced to the band, I think that one only had 2 songs. So as soon as he got hired, we immediately threw him into the studio.
Yeah, we got to put the newbie to work. Absolutely.
So how did you choose? So how did you choose the placements of the songs? Which one's going to be first, second, third?
Honestly, we basically told everybody, write your idealistic set list, and we basically just circled whatever matched. And then the songs that didn't match, we basically took votes, essentially what would go where. So yeah, that's really it. We didn't have any rhyme or reason. All of the songs are pretty fast, equally hard, So, it really was just we just did it democratically and just took a vote.
What's your favorite song to play off the album?
Well, let me start off with this guy over here.
Sexy voice.
You calm down, Fabian. Now I'm talking in your ear.
No, I'm getting excited.
What's up, Mama?
Listening to you.
What's up, Mama?
Okay.
My favorite song to play. I'd say Dark Ones. I like playing the Dark Ones. It's about Skyrim. So I like the game, and plus that, I don't know, that whole beginning, like that first verse we have is I don't know. I love everything about that song. It gets me going. And Declaration of War. Those are my two favorite songs to play.
David?
I don't really know.
Jesus. All right. Go. You go. All right. Fine. I love to play Tortured just because there's a billion different parts in it, and we haven't played it as much as compared to the other songs because it was kind of like a late entry. And it's still fun to play. There's like a billion parts to it. And I really like End of Days just because it's fast. And I don't know. People seem to really react to that song specifically. So
I have a question for that then.
Okay.
So how does that work when the title of the song? Because if other people have the same title of the song, is there an issue ever? Or an album? Because there's an album called End of Days as well. So is there ever an issue with you're not able to use the name of the song?
I don't think so. I think that really is just an issue when it comes to like band names and all that, because there have been albums that are basically the exact same name. Like the Black Album. I believe there's been a couple different Black albums, or the White Album.
Endgame. Megadeth has an album called Endgame.
Yeah. So I think it's with songs specifically, it's okay. But with albums or band names, I think it gets a little bit more dicey territory. But yeah, we checked. Nobody has the name Vicious Attack. If you type Vicious Attack into a Google search, you don't want to see what comes up. It's not. It's not.
No,
fun.
I did that earlier. I did that earlier today. So
a lot of dog attacks.
Unless you're into that kind of thing, then you go ahead and look it up. But
a lot of Pitbull stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, I'm good.
yeah, it's not fun.
I love Pitbulls. I don't want to see that shit.
No, we love dogs here in Vicious Attack. Let that be a statement.
No, well, that's good. Now I'm saying even if they do the mauling, I'm dog fighting just pisses me off.
Of course, yeah, that's wrong. The Vicious Attack condones that is wrong.
Agreed.
But yeah, that's I guess the long way of saying I think we're okay. I nobody's tried to sue us yet. So.
I think as far as titles and things like that go, it's fine. But if we were to name something like after something, and then we blatantly
like Appetite for Destruction,
and then we just changed the music, but I sang the same lyrics, then yeah, maybe. And I said, "Oh, that was me." Then yeah, we probably have we should try that and see what happens. But I'm not going to do that. It's not happening. Fabian, calm down over there.
It's valid though. I mean, I always wondered about that too, because there's a lot of songs that have the same name, and I never really pushed the idea to find out why. I'm just like, whatever. Then I can't figure out what song I'm talking about if I'm trying to tell somebody about something a band sang. I say the name, they're like, no, someone else sang that. Someone else is like, you know what? I'll pull it up for you. Let's go to YouTube. So, you guys, I know you guys have done a couple of fests in the past. Besides, Hollow, you guys have been on Midwest, the Metal Mayhem. You've been with Clash of the Thrash.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys are you guys still doing the Rock and Roll Fest this year?
Yep. You guys are doing Livewire.
Oh, yeah. So
wake up, Michael. Yeah. Need some coffee.
Don't worry, I'll help you with your scheduling.
Yeah. I think
Thank you. We need that.
I think it's literally the only show we have booked, and it was weird because it originally wasn't going to be called that, and then I think it got called that, and I'm like, okay, cool, But yeah, that was originally going to be in January, and it got moved to April 29th. So we will be playing April 29th at the Livewire Lounge. And yeah, we're going to have some buddies on that show. Our buddies in Bloodletter, and I believe What are going to be there. What? Question mark. What? So good guys. It's going to be awesome. Livewire is kind of our home. We haven't played there for a while because of the pandemic. But we're excited. It's going to be a great show.
Yeah, yeah. I love Livewire. You know, been to a few shows. Might do some talking of business later this year. That's the only thing I'm dropping. I'm not saying anything else. But yeah, it's definitely a really cool spot. I saw, and there's I know who else is involved. Reggie's Liars Club and Cobra Lounge are also involved with that. So yeah, I did see you guys were playing the live wire, so that's cool. I'm gonna try to make it there to see you guys again and do what I do: go live, get take pictures, da 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 da. You know how I am.
Mm-hmm.
But so that's awesome. I mean, you guys have had a few lineup changes. We already went through that. How much do you think you've progressed from when the band first started to where you are today?
Fabian, you're the oldest one here. You go first.
Well,
he's been in the band the longest out of everybody.
Well, we started doing like a crossover thrash. So we were very influenced by like DRI, MOD, SOD type of stuff.
Okay.
And then we got Kevin, who was the other guitar player that's not here. And he basically was a huge Slayer fan. So, and you see this, if you met Kevin, he's a big boy. So nobody was going to argue with him. So we're like, okay, we'll change our genre.
The man is built like a Navy SEAL.
And beast mode.
With the belly now.
Yeah.
Thanks to the pandemic. So yeah. So then we became more of a thrash band. And our original vocalist didn't have the death metal vocals either. So then we changed once we had Cecilia. She started doing the death metal vocals. And then Alex, who did death metal vocals. So
yeah, you guys
changed a lot.
You guys were actually, when Celia was on with you guys made it to Queens of Metal Fest, right?
Yeah.
You guys played the Queens of Metal. How was that?
You were actually, while you were talking about all our festivals, I was thinking, I thought you were going to ask, what was your favorite one to be on?
Yeah,
and I don't want to hurt
questions.
I don't want to hurt Alex's feelings over here.
See, that's why I was hesitant on bringing that up because he's here now.
Yeah,
which is it's a good thing.
Son of a bitch.
But that one specifically, obviously, we were able to play the Queens of Metal because we had a queen in the band.
Yeah.
And the 2 years that we got to play that, I just remember just a lot of people just excited to hear us and, moshing. And I remember one of the times specifically, we had new banners. We put them up. We had 3 banners, one with the logo and then 2 with like the saw blade design that we have. And we were playing. While we were playing, there was these, I don't know what you would call them. They're not burlesque. They're closer to like circus actors almost. They were breathing fire in the air. And while we were playing, they were breathing fire. And I remember just thinking like, this is pretty cool. Like this is something that a lot of people can't say that has happened to them while they're playing a show. So those shows specifically were very good to us. And the first Queens of Metal I played specifically, that was my first show when I joined the band. So I remember just being super nervous at that one, but once we started playing, it was just metal, just awesome. But I don't remember the original question. Yeah. Oh, style changes. Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, Cecilia brought the death metal. Alex carried it on. And other than the style itself in terms of progression, I believe the band really, I mean, this was, these past couple years is the band's like biggest progression because we were playing shows, but we weren't really doing anything on the merch angle. We weren't really putting ourselves out there online. Not really interacting with people and whatnot. And this year specifically, we just made sure, when we first released that album, we were just present every single day, posting something. We did so many teasers for our videos, and obviously we released 5 videos so far for the album. And we were just making sure that we were in your face online because when the pandemic happened, we're like, let's say hypothetically, this never happens again, like in terms of playing shows, then we have to get good at all this online stuff. We have to take Zoom calls, and like do all of these things that we've never had to do. So we really, really pushed all of that. And yeah, I think that has been the biggest thing. We did a photo shoot in 2020, which was something we've never done before as a band. And yeah, I mean, me and my the guitar player's not here, Kevin. We recently just got our first endorsement, so that was very huge for us. So we've been pushing really hard, and I'd say since 2020 that has been our biggest progression so far as a band. So in all of the ways that I just mentioned.
Thank you, Mike.
He took everything I was going to say.
Thanks, Mike.
Did a good job there.
Yeah. That's fine.
All right, well, that was Vicious Attack for tonight.
All right. Well, you guys have recently, just signed with, you guys just got some new foot pedals, right? You guys, what is it? Man, I think it was
Pepper's pedals.
Yeah, Pepper's pedals. You guys just had some custom made pedals made.
Yeah.
How'd that come about?
So again, going back to the phenomenal year we had when we started, with the album, we played a couple of live streams. I believe it was on the second one specifically. There's this man called Jason Zadora. He's based out of Chicago, and he does Jay-Z TV live streams for Chicago musicians. And that's all it is when the pandemic happened, he had all this gear set up, and he basically created an entire live stream operation in his studio space. And it's like, a lot of people were doing that, live streaming their music and whatnot. But the difference is Jay-Z TV, his setup is just superb.
He nailed it.
Is absolutely perfect.
Absolutely nailed it. You're almost getting a studio quality recording live.
Exactly.
Which is hard to do.
So we were doing our second one in his studio, and we got notified the next day by Jason Zadora. He told us, hey, Tony Peppers was checking you out. And Tony Peppers is obviously the owner and founder of Peppers Pedals. Right. So he's a pedal company based out of New Zealand. And apparently he really, really enjoyed us. And I reached out. What? She's
throwing her laptop around.
I know, I kicked it and the whole thing moved. I'm like, oh shit.
Wow. I didn't even notice that.
I saw that.
I got called out twice. What the
but yeah, after the live stream happened. Yeah, the live stream happened, and he really liked us. I reached out to him, not to get anything from him, just to talk and be like, hey, dude, it really means a lot that he liked us. And one thing led to another, and we just started talking, and next thing you know, we started developing these pedals. And just to be clear, it is his signature pedal. It is the Dirty Tree Boost, Pepper's pedal, Dirty Tree Boost. However, the design on it was designed by me. So it's just basically a reshelled Dirty Boost pedal, but we asked him if he would like to be our first endorsement.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was very stoked. So we got these pedals, and
we got a cable one too.
A what?
The cables?
Yeah. It's very cool. And with the Peppers pedal specifically was it was just with guitar players specifically, there's certain things like we want endorsements on an amp, we want a guitar endorsement. These are so big and pie in the sky dreams. But the fact that we were able to get that guitar pedal was just it's just incredible, and we're very, very grateful about that.
Yeah, well, definitely congratulations on that endorsement.
That's
so
awesome.
what would you compare let's see. What would be the difference between the pedal from Peppers compared to what you guys had before? Do you notice a dramatic difference?
So another thing about being a guitar player is you're never like satisfied with your gear. You're always
chasing the dragon.
Exactly. You're always chasing the gear dragon. So me, I've had so many guitars, so many pedals, so many amps, and it just becomes this thing. You're searching something that'll never satisfy you. And when I switched over my gear, I didn't have any pedals at all. And I started again because I'm a guitar player. I started gathering pedals again for whatever reason. And I was like, you know what? I had the pedal that I had before. I had the Peppers Dirty Tree Boost was just a regular Ibanez tube screamer. And, we play thrash metal, so we don't really need anything too crazy, but we just need something enough for the bite, that you get. And yeah, it was all right. It was doing the job. But just the difference plugging in the Dirty Tree compared to that was astronomical. And I look very forward to playing with it more and showing people what it sounds like because we haven't even used those live yet. So,
and we'll get to hear that in when? April?
Oh yeah. I hopefully April. We hope it doesn't get moved again, but April 19th at the Livewire Lounge.
Cool.
But if you want to.
So
sorry.
Everybody will be sparking
April
the joints
29th.
for 420.
Yes.
All right.
Not that you don't now. It's legal here anyway.
So I have a deep question for you guys.
Okay.
What do you want to leave as your legacy?
No, it's you, Fabian. You got to go in hot. You're the oldest. I got to.
Well, all right, then I'll start.
That's right. You will.
What I want to leave as my legacy is just to be known for my musical abilities, my hard work and ethics, and my artistic abilities as well. And just make people happy with what I leave behind. That's all that matters to me. That's all I'm shooting for.
Yeah, that's about the same with me. I mean, I work pretty hard. No, listen to me, son. Listen to me, son. No, I don't know. I guess I just don't want to be the lazy guy. I do try hard to make sure, I take care of stuff, and I don't know. I really don't know. Fabian kind of took it from me. Hey, like great minds, Fabian. Why can't you just great minds? I want to be just like you when I grow up.
In terms of my legacy, I'm not this person who thinks we're going to become this crazy famous band or anything. We're just having fun, and I want to keep having fun, and I really just want to keep doing cool stuff. These past years we've done like so much cool stuff. We've done a lot of these live stream shows. We've done these music videos, and I didn't explain this before, but I'm the one who edits all of that. Fabian here helps me film a lot of it, and we have a third guy who helps film. But editing and doing all this has been like just phenomenal. I've had so much fun doing all this. So that's really, I guess, my legacy is just to leave cool stuff for people to enjoy, but mostly for myself. I want to be able to look back at a collection of my own works, musical or video wise or any of this, and just enjoy it. That's really it. Yeah.
That's cool. All right.
The end.
So I wanted to talk about the Halloween Showdown.
Okay.
And I just want to say hi to everyone in chat. I know a bunch of people are saying hello, and I haven't said anything. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Rob can answer messages. I cannot. Which they're used to seeing messages.
I'm answering as much as I can.
Yeah.
Hello, Todd.
Hi, Will. Hi, Todd.
Okay.
We're on 3 different platforms, so I'm trying to answer.
Are we on OnlyFans as well?
All right, so like I said, you guys, You guys
Damn.
did a Halloween showdown last year. Was that the first time you guys have done that, or is that something that you do every year?
So that was it's funny. So we had all these videos planned basically for 5 months. Essentially, we release the album, a video comes out every month, essentially, and a bunch of teasers and stuff to go along with it. October was one of the first months that we didn't have anything planned at all because that was towards the end of the month. I was getting married, so as I am the one who organizes all of the stuff, I wasn't going to be able to do it that month. I was just going to be really busy, and I was like, "What can I do to make it seem like we have something going on, but we don't really?" And I was like, "Oh wait, I've never done anything with. I love doing voice acting stuff, and I never get a chance to do any of that. So I literally that night I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this, and I made again just a stupid video, and it was very simple. You pick which video you liked better, what entity you think is scarier. It was between two videos we had released before, The Night Witch and Slenderman, and you just voted. And anybody who was on the winning side, basically, I took a paper out of a hat, and that person would win a merch package. So it was a very small, loose idea, but it turned out to be very good. A lot of people, like I think over 150 people, actually participated, which is nice.
Yeah.
For a throwaway idea that was very loose. I was able to, not only make that introduction video, but I made a couple videos with the stars of each of those videos come and tell you to vote for them. And it was just nice. A lot of people really enjoyed it. And we have a video on, I believe, our Instagram of the person who got the merch package who won. So you could see their reaction in live time, and they were very excited about it. So
is this something that you might do now every year?
Maybe, yeah. We
It's
do.
possible.
We have one more video that's another horror themed thing. So maybe next year it'll be pick between these three horror entities. But yeah, we like to do stuff like this.
So you basically you're giving yourself a month off to just have some fun.
Yeah.
And it had a positive result. It had positive result, and a lot of active people involved. So that's actually really cool.
Yeah. It like I said, it was something that I was afraid of just because we're like, oh crap, we don't have anything at all scheduled, and we turned something into something bigger essentially. So yeah, that was very fun, and yeah, I'd say we do it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And we were able, obviously, this man received a lot of goodies. He received our entire discography, a T-shirt, a lot of stickers and buttons and stuff. And this was before we had our recent merch drop, so he didn't get any of those goodies. But he was still very, very. I just bought like 3 bags worth of candy and just threw them in the box that we
you
sent
and your
them.
candy.
All right, so you guys are notorious for candy.
We take care of our fans.
That's what I'm hearing.
With lollipops,
Snickers,
Yeah,
candy, and stickers,
and candies,
and paydays. I love nuts and
yeah.
Whoa.
Oh boy!
It takes me
Hey,
a long time to eat paydays, so I eat one at a time. It takes a very long time.
You hear that, Alex?
you calm down.
All right. So I got a couple more questions, and I like to start throwing some fun questions out there, and
Oh boy,
seeing what you guys have to say.
I have a really good one as well.
Yeah. So okay, you guys have played quite a few venues, obviously. What is your favorite venue to play, and your least favorite, and why?
Ooh. All right, so my favorite is a tie between Livewire and Cobra Lounge.
Okay.
I wish I could say something about Reggie's, but I've never played there yet. My worst place I think I ever played was it Mike's Love and Music?
Oh God!
And like, what's that, Archer or Summit or whatever the hell?
Harlem.
It's by Argo. Terrible.
It's terrible. That is one of the worst.
Looked like a crack den, and I'm pretty sure there was a guy selling crack outside of it. It's closed now, so
Well, probably for obvious reasons,
for crack related reasons. But I mean, no, I Cobra Lounge and Livewire are my favorite play. We always we play at Livewire so much. We always draw a lot of people there. I always have fun at those shows, and the Cobra Lounge shows are always just the same thing. It's just a fun environment to be around. Yeah. Okay. Let's go, Little Hobbit man. It's your turn.
Reggie's is my favorite place because I've played there before.
Fuck you.
I also like, the three main places I really enjoy. Reggie's definitely one. Cobra Lounge and Livewire are my three favorite places. Worst place for me has got to be Ye Old Town Inn. I don't know if you remember that place.
I forgot that one. I'd like to throw that on my
Ye Old Town Inn.
I never went there, but I do remember the name. Yeah.
Yeah. Every time we went there, it was a snowstorm and nobody was there. We always played for the sound guy and the bartenders, and that's about it.
Wow.
So
yeah, that's some dumb luck right there, man.
Yeah, terrible. The 3 times we were there.
That's bad promoting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's really bad promoting.
I'd say my favorite places definitely have to be between the Cobra Lounge and the Reggie's. I love the Livewire Lounge. That's definitely up there. I like any venue that treats its bands right.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, there's not a lot of those, But Reggie's, I mean, it feels like you're actually in a band when you play there. Cobra Lounge, you feel like you're actually in a band when you play there. They give you, some meal tickets or some.
They take care of you upstairs in the green room.
Right.
You get some drinks, some good times.
Okay. Well, speaking of the green room, if you had your own writer, what would you want?
Can you repeat that? I didn't catch that.
You just mentioned green room. If you could have your own writer, what would you want in your dressing room?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. We are very simple people here at Vicious Attack.
I just need a pack of hot dogs and some bread, and I'm good.
With or without ketchup?
Ketchup packets, not like a bottle of ketchup.
Yeah.
The packets.
No,
half eaten.
I think we're besides Fabian over here, we're all big fans of just whatever kind of beer you throw at our faces.
So you give us some sort of free drink and you let us pick. I'm straight. I'm good with it.
Exactly. And that's really have been it, as long as it's a green room and not like some, crappy broom closet that they emptied
with a tub of beer in it.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we're pretty simple.
Yeah, I don't even really like the green room stuff, to be honest with you. It's weird. I'd rather be out.
Oh, it's good sometimes
with people and stuff.
It's good sometimes to just like collect yourself a little bit before a show.
Go outside in the parking lot in the alley and do that.
Okay. All right. Well,
on another note,
all right.
They hand people candy and everything. He says, I always, yeah.
I own a white van.
Next time I see you guys, I'm just gonna go candy.
Or
just go up like Fran, we got something for you.
No, everybody out here is gonna expect us to have candy at all our shows. Damn. You see what you did? I'm gonna be throwing Jolly Ranchers at people from the
Okay, so I'm gonna say Candyman 3 times, and all 3 of you better show up.
come out through the bushes
with honey dripping on you.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Oh wow.
Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna throw some questions out there now. If you could change anything in the music industry, what would it be and why?
Pay to play. That's what I would change. I think it's the most ridiculous thing ever.
Yeah.
Why do I think it's ridiculous? You tell me I have to pay you to play a show that's going to make you more money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like. Listen, I don't care about making any money. Like, I don't. If being famous is not the thing, I don't want $3 million the first time we get signed. I don't like people that take advantage of bands like that. So if I could change one thing, I would change that, like, because people don't realize how much hard work we put into this stuff, and the fact that like most of us are so desperate to get our stuff out there, we'll pay astronomical amounts of money to play with Slayer if they ever came back, or a Legion or anything like that. People pay ridiculous amounts to do that just so they get that opportunity to get like 50 more fans from a show. I think you should just let us play.
Well, that's another reason why Reggie specifically is so good, because the promoter Shane Merrill is just he's phenomenal. He'll have local bands on, and he won't expect them to sell a single ticket. He's like, no, I'm the promoter. I get the big names. Those big names are going to get people to come to my venue, and you guys just do
your thing.
Do your thing. Get off stage and on stage in the appropriate time, and that's it. And I kind of agree with you on the pay to play. I think the thing I would change is just that streaming and all that. It's phenomenal for local bands, but the fact that nobody's getting paid from it is if there was one thing that I would change about the music industry as a whole, not the local circuit, just as a whole, it definitely would be the fact that streaming does not pay anybody anything. It's great for exposure. A lot of people have listened to our new album through streaming services
from like all over the world too.
We get those analytics, and there are people all over the world who have either listened to the album or bought the album on Bandcamp from, like, we got somebody in Indonesia, Russia, New Zealand, Australia. Australia. Yeah, that's what I would change. Fabian?
I probably would change back in my day.
Oh boy.
when
Grandpa.
we used to go to shows, people would go to shows and stay from the beginning all the way to the end. Pits were a lot more extreme.
Yeah.
A lot of people now just show up and see the band they want to see and leave right away. They don't show a lot of love and support as much. That and cover bands that are taking over the industry. I mean, it's all like cover bands that are making all the money.
Yeah.
Other than that,
like that Lamb of God band, they can pull like 1,000 people at a show and get paid decent for it, and like you just go see Lamb of God.
Yeah.
And then I can't get the show because
I wasn't even thinking metal. I'm thinking like people who do like all the new music.
I mean, in general, just it's cover bands are bombarding the music scene in general. Like, I mean, they're taking all the money, they're taking all the shows, and here we are, picking up the scraps.
Yeah, scraps and biddies.
But we love what we do, so we're still pushing,
Mm-hmm.
But what do you feel about?
Give up. Sorry.
What do you feel about ticket pricing?
As far as like how much the tickets are per show for us, or for like in general?
Just in a general statement. I mean,
Mike, will you let the man talk? Go ahead.
Like, I remember going to a show every week because it was $10, $12 to get in. Now it's like, 50, 60, depends on who it is. It could be a couple $100 for nosebleed, or what do you call it? GA.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like, that turned me away from a couple shows I really wanted to go to, but GA was $200 and change.
Mm.
I think that would be the second thing that I would change about the music industry. Just the fact that, websites like Ticketmaster and Live Nation and all of the third-party sites that, just jack up those crazy prices. And I'm not even talking about when you buy from like a third party who like a lot of those bots will just buy a lot of seats and you have to buy it from them. I'm talking about just going straight to the source, even going straight to the source, even going straight to Ticketmaster. Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous when a ticket is like, $50 and you end up in that checkout with like $150. Like what happened?
Everybody wants to make their money off of the deal,
Yeah.
and then you end up not getting that as the artist,
Yeah, there's been tons of shows that I've wanted to go to, but specifically that reason alone is the reason why I didn't, is because they just destroy you with all those extra charges. But in terms of like local music, I don't feel like that really is an issue. I think
most
that,
local shows are pretty fairly priced, I'd say.
yeah,
your $10 to $15, I think, is fair enough.
like
no,
let's
no,
talk
no,
about
that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm saying when it's okay, well, $25 at events that comes out to be $30, and it's like $35 at the door end of day. I think that's a little kind of ridiculous. Depends on what the venue is or who's even on the bill.
Yeah.
Like,
usually with that you get like a bigger bands or beyond that, and that'd be fine. But yeah, it's getting kind of expensive.
Me being, me obviously being around booking and being involved with that. I mean, I know where some of that comes from, and it's still, it's I get it, but at the same time, they wonder why the ticket numbers are down. You have even in the local scene, if you got a band that has 15, 20,000 followers and they're coming from the other side of the country and you're bringing them out, you're losing out on that money. So they're going to add an extra couple bucks per head to make up for that band that they're bringing in to make that show. If they got two bands that they're paying to bring in, they're going to keep adding up, and then you got certain venues, I'm not mentioning names, but you got some venues that don't just want the bands, don't just let the booking agent pay the bands and let them, they make money off the, the food, the booze, they make a killing, they make a killing off that. And they try to act like they don't, but they do. And, it's the booking agent who sets those prices. So a lot of it depends on the booking agent, who they are and who they're bringing in. But then sometimes, even if you have those bands that are well known with the 15, 20,000 following, because you're still bringing in 3 or 4 of them and you're asking that 15, 20 bucks, not everyone's going to want to pay that 15, 20 bucks. They'll pay the 10 to 12, but you can lose that many more heads just by adding an extra 3 or 4 bucks. And it can kill, and it's and it kills the following for the other bands that are involved. It's just, it's a catch-22. It sucks.
And it's worse because of COVID, because majority of the places can only have a certain amount of people in the venue. What you would think would be a sold-out show is not a sold-out show.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've been to shows that should have been shoulder to shoulder, and I'm walking around no problem. Even in the pit area, not getting bumped, not taking photos. Good time. That wasn't, there was no moshing. There was not really.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't the standard concert experience that you're used to having.
Yeah, it's not
getting bumped up against the bar and you can't breathe.
It's not how it used to be.
Well, going off on what you said, imagine you're a concert goer, you buy this ticket, you get hit with all these fees, and then obviously with COVID, a lot of people that's what'll happen. They'll buy, tickets with the basically the thought, I may go, I may not go, depending on what the situation is. And then you go, and then obviously if you're in Chicago, you're getting vax carded essentially. So it's you're going through hoops essentially. They keep putting more and more hoops on it, and then I don't buy tickets in advance anymore, simply because with the way that things are, I just don't know if it'll happen.
Right.
Like things might cancel or reschedule. You have no idea, and
I don't buy in advance at all anymore.
Right. Yeah. And until, I don't know, we get like a message one day saying, everything's back to normal. Do whatever you want. I personally, I'm always weary about buying tickets, in general. So
I had, what do you call it? Oddly enough, and this is very ironic here. Bought tickets to see Alanis Morissette. Okay, got canceled the first time around. Okay, went to go see her the second time. Same deal. So I'm like, this is freaking ironic. So like I'm guessing I'm not supposed to go to see her ever.
Yeah.
So like it was an amazing tour that she had. It was her, Garbage, and somebody else. Going back to the 90s, when that's all that was on the radio. So like you don't know if things are going to get canceled. That's why buying tickets to something that's going to be 3 months out is pointless.
Especially now the way they keep changing everything. Like Mike was saying, one day you need your Vax card to get into everything, and then the next minute all you need to do is just kind of say I haven't had a symptom in 2.
But now the big thing is having a current test, because now even the Vax card doesn't mean nothing, because people could have had that for several months. Now they want a within 72-hour testing of a recent COVID test to prove that you are still clean.
Yeah.
And what everyone doesn't know is those COVID. If you look at your COVID card, each shot has an expiration on it. A lot of people don't notice that. I noticed it. I'm like, why the hell does it have an expiration after 4 months?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, see, I saw that on mine, because I got mine because my work was being a pain in the ass, and they were like, either this or you guys all get a job. And I'm like, I don't feel like looking for one. So I just went and did it anyway. And then it turned out that I was able to go to other shows in the city, and I was like, you know what? I'm glad I could still go to the concerts. I'm glad I'm not one of the people who actually had reactions to those shots, which there are a lot that they don't like to talk about, but it's, I flew to, just flying a lot of places. They're like, we don't care if you have your Vax card. Now we want a 72-hour test to show that you're still clean because your 2 vaccinations were 6 months ago. Why don't you get your booster? Fuck your booster. I ain't getting it, but it's a pain in the ass, but I don't blame it. You don't know anymore. You really don't know. Too many things are happening with these damn concerts, and it sucks.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Okay, we had a little dealy happen to us here, but we're all good now.
You okay?
Yep.
Are you?
I was like, I was just trying to figure everything out. I'm like, you can't see it.
Fine.
We have an interface and a mixing board over here. It's all in my dining room, just trying to figure all this out. But yeah, we it's very uncertain times, and nothing really has changed, but we're trying to figure things out as we go. And who knows when that'll, when we would go back to normal. Who knows? We just kind of have to go along with it. That's why with us specifically, we just keep hammering it out with the media, the videos, the contests, anything we can do to keep people engaged, at the very least online, with some eyes on us, But yeah, it's we don't. I don't think anybody knows what's going to happen. Against my better judgment, I bought Iron Maiden tickets for,
Okay.
I think it's, I don't remember if it's in June or July. But I bought the tickets and I was scared because I'm like, this is at the United Center. And if anybody's going to be strict about anything, it's probably going to be the United Center. So I'm just hoping they don't cancel that or reschedule that. And
yeah, we got a lot of killer shows coming our way.
Yeah.
A lot.
I'm jealous for a couple of them that are not coming by me at all. I'm like,
dude, Behemoth and Arch Enemy. So need to hit that. Just saying.
Then there's Slipknot and Slipknot's hitting you, not hitting me this time around.
Dude, there's so many of them. We are literally getting bombarded like every week. Like literally, it has officially started. We're just like, every week after week after week. it's like, dude, I don't want to miss this local show, but I want to go to them. It's like I'm getting tossed now. I don't know which way I want to go anymore. But yeah, it's, I mean, music is coming back because everyone's at the point now with a lot of COVID stuff. We're like, done,
Yeah.
but there still are some people who are causing the chaos and keeping it there. So it's like eventually they'll catch up too. Whenever they're ready to progress, things will move forward, better. Until then, we just got to basically tell everyone to kiss our ass and just do us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So based on that theory, if you were to write a book about your career so far, what would the title be and why?
I need a minute.
About my career?
Yeah.
Not yours, the band's.
Oh. I was gonna say.
I got it. The Magnificent Mishap.
And why?
The reason being is because, if I'm being honest with you, it's not like I sat here and said one day I'm going to learn how to death metal sing. Somebody asked me to go try out for a band because I was singing Slayer through a freaking what would you call them, karaoke machine.
Okay.
That's literally all it was. Some guy's like, dude, you sound cool. I was like, sure. All right. I didn't know if I did or not. I still don't think I sound all that great, but everybody keeps telling me I'm magnificent.
Well, was it a really good one, or was it a kid's one?
Was
it pink?
It was actually. No, I can't even remember. I think it was just like a normal one. It was probably a kid's one. We'll talk to you later. He didn't like that one. He's like, I don't like that. But that's what I would call it. Series of unfortunate mishaps. The Alex Rodriguez story.
I'm not good with titles. I never name anything.
Your book's called The Hobbit. Don't you guys already have that out?
Someone named it.
Yeah, someone already. His story's already out there. You want to read The Hobbit?
Yeah.
I'll tell you Fabian's first 600 years on this planet.
Yep.
The story starts in the Shire.
It all began in the Shire.
Yeah, I don't really have a title. I just have a sound. Just
UGHHHHHHH.
Just I always use this analogy with this band specifically. It's like we're in an ocean and it's like thunderstorming, and our boat is made out of like bread or paper.
And it's somehow holding up just by sheer willpower.
Yeah. And I'm taking a bucket and I'm trying to get the water out of the boat.
I'm eating the boat.
You're eating the boat. You're eating the boat. Kevin is in the corner complaining. Johnny is skiing or something. Fabian's with one of his other 9 bands. So I'm just shoveling the water out.
See, Fabian would end up having like 6 books. Because like 5 of his bands would be fucking rich as hell, famous.
Well, 2 so far.
2?
Yeah.
2 books?
One's in the works and the other one's somewhat.
The Fabian story and then the Fabian story part 2.
You got the Fabian Chronicles.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
The Chronicles.
The Chronicles of Fabian.
I get a portion of the sales because I came up with that. So just.
All right. Well, we'll talk. We'll talk.
I have a lot of ideas. A lot, all the time.
Cool.
Believe it or not, this shit keep just nonstop.
Sounds like a deal. Let's shake on it.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't look like I'm shit.
No,
not at
like
all.
Something else.
Not at all.
Yeah. Well, okay. All right. So, what is the weirdest question you've been asked in an interview?
I don't know. I honestly,
I think this is the weirdest question.
No,
Thank you.
honestly, I don't think we've ever been asked anything like crazy.
No,
it's always been
not to our standards. I mean, we're
yeah,
a bunch of weird.
We're a
fuckers,
bunch of
you know?
weird motherfuckers to begin with, but I don't think I've ever been asked anything that made me go like whoa, dude.
You shouldn't be asking that question.
Yeah, I can't think
that's
of one.
very personal.
I don't think I can think of one offhand.
No.
All right, I'll give you one then.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
What would be your last supper?
Steak and eggs.
Steak and eggs.
Steak and eggs. Nice prime rib. Next to that,
that is a very good question. I think I would
some
need
Sunny D.
I would need a deli plate. First of all, that's like my appetizer. I would need a deli plate with cheeses and various meats, and then
Like this one.
yeah, like
Back here.
that one. I don't think they could see it.
He made us a cheese platter.
Yeah,
Aw.
I made snacks. I would, yeah, look at that.
See?
Cheeses.
Aw.
Cheeses and
You had
meats.
it all pretty too. Aw.
We're classy
mean-
here at Vicious Attack.
I would need a meat and cheese platter. And then I think for the main course, I don't know, being a Chicagoan, I think it definitely has to be like a bunch of items off of the Portillo's menu. I think
Let me get the big beef.
give me a hot dog, give me
Yeah,
a
hot
beef
dog.
and cheddar.
I had Portillo's for lunch today. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's good shit,
Classic.
man.
It's a classic.
Extra dips, extra au jus, sweet
Mhm.
peppers, hot peppers, mozzarella. Man, I want the bread
Yeah.
needs to be just ripped apart. You have to eat it with a fork. It's-
Mhm.
Definitely. Yeah, and I think that's it. I would just have to get like 5 items off of their menu. And yeah, I'm like, I don't care. I don't care if I'm like, you'll have to do the cleanup, so I'm just gonna go nuts.
Yeah.
Gotta get a large
I just have to
cheese
eat.
fry. Yeah. Just go nuts. You got an answer, Fabian?
He doesn't eat food.
Corned beef.
Corned beef.
Corned beef. Yeah. Old Irish, meal. Corned beef and fruit. That's all I care about.
Corned beef and fruit.
Yeah. But you gotta have the trimmings,
What kind of fruit?
I need fruit. Natural fruit.
All fruits.
Don't give me no fucking canned fruit is what I'm saying, okay?
What
give you
fruit
only-
specifically?
I don't know. I'm a fruity kind of guy. So
I
I,
know
think
you are.
berries. I think berries.
Berries.
do well.
A sack of berries in your
A
mouth.
sack of berries.
A sack of berries in your mouth.
Mm.
Okay. I'm gonna go buy some blueberries now.
All right. Yeah, that's that. Fabian likes fruit and corned beef.
Steak and eggs.
Steak and eggs. Portillo's menu.
Mhm.
Everything on the Portillo's menu. The guards who have to clean me up. Who cares? Whatever.
If there's one place you would
Yeah,
like to
Eric
perform-
Rothstein has a question. If there's one place you would like to perform, where would it be?
Well, if you mean local, I want to play at Reggie's. I haven't played at Reggie's yet. I've been to a bunch of shows there. I love that place.
Yeah.
I would beg him if I could, which we have. But if like an actual place, I'd play the, what are they calling it now? The Tweeter Center
The Tweeter Center.
or the first? What are they calling that place?
Oh,
now?
the First Bank Amphitheater.
Whatever, Hollywood
Yeah,
Casino
yeah,
Amphitheater
yeah.
or whatever the hell it is.
Hollywood Bank Casino
I'd pl-
First.
yeah, I'd play there. I'd
Yeah.
play there.
Okay.
That'd be cool. I think I would love to play somewhere in Europe, like a download fest.
Yeah,
You know,
Download Fest would be cool as shit.
Even if it's some crappy side stage, give me Download Fest, give me Grass Pop Fest, give me what is the Bloodstock?
Yeah.
Give me
Yeah.
any of those. I'll take any of those.
Mhm.
Yeah, put me on the side stage. I don't care.
Yeah.
Throw things at me.
Put me in the parking lot.
You know.
Tomatoes, that's you. I think I do Brazil.
Okay.
Okay.
Like those big festivals that. I mean,
Yeah,
I always
Brazil
see,
does have.
I always see
yeah.
like
Mhm.
when May plays Brazil or Slayer or someone, they're like
Right.
huge.
Lamb
fucking
of God did a
festivals.
Download Fest in
Yeah.
Brazil. It was
Yeah.
it was one of the best live shows I've seen on YouTube
Yeah,
in a long time. Oh,
Mhm.
so
That'd be
good.
awesome.
I'd be down with that.
So
Europe.
what-
we want to play in Europe. Is what we're trying to get at.
Nothing wrong with that. And Brazil.
And Brazil. And Brazil. Brazil's not in Europe.
Brasilia.
Brazil.
So,
yeah.
what artists would you guys hope to play with soon? Share the stage with.
This thing is like it makes squeaky sounds
I
every
know,
time
you
you
hear
move it.
squeak,
So it's,
squeak, squeak.
Squeak, squeak.
well, I can't play with Slayer, so unfortunately that's out the window.
Well, you can pay them.
I'm not gonna pay Tom Mariah's old ass to get out of bed and come play for me in my backyard.
Come on, Grandpa, let's do this.
I would like to play with Lamb of God and the Legion. them two bands are my favorite bands, and I would like to play with them and the show.
I guess. I guess. If we were all right, let's go realistic versus totally wild. I guess realistic. I would love to play with like a Black Dahlia Murder or like a Cannibal Corpse or something. You know, somewhere around that line. Unrealistic, like God, like an Anthrax or like I don't know, like a King Diamond or something like that. Just yeah, okay.
Elton John.
Yeah, that's pretty unrealistic. Yeah, I think someone like that, just a really big, you know, like I would like a Megadeth. Megadeth would be great, but you know, hey, you're the one who wants to play First Midway Bank Amphitheater.
You can't even say it right, and I thought they were talking about here. I didn't know they meant all the world. You got lucky.
Yeah, well, that's my answer, Fabian.
I don't know. I can't really think of. I think I would probably play with some of my favorite bands. Would be Overkill. I'm a big fan of Overkill live. They're amazing.
Yes, they are.
I would say Creator as well, but he talks in between songs way too much, and I don't really. And then those strobe lights that like give you a fucking seizure. Other than that,
Yeah.
Other than that, a huge fan. I play with DRI a lot, so that's. But I will still play with them again and again.
I'd play with Behemoth.
And again.
Behemoth is another one I'd play with.
Mhm.
They play mostly Europe, so that'd be play one of those fests that they play in Europe. Boy, let me tell you.
So, is there any messages you would like to say to your fans?
Thank you, for the love of God, for like watching everything that we've put out. People have watched it countless times. We get such good feedback from people when we do get to talk to our fans. They love everything we're doing, and me personally, I appreciate the living hell out of all of that. It means a lot to me to know that someone's out there listening to what I put out there and enjoying the hell out of it. It makes me feel good. So I would say thank you, and we'll try to keep doing our best to keep putting stuff out that you want to hear.
That's a good answer. I
just wanted to hear it squeak again.
Yeah, that's really it. Is thank you to anybody who cared, who's been specifically these past 2 years with the new album coming out. Is we've been doing everything in our power to push it to people, and it's only gotten good reception. Usually when you post stuff online, you know, whether it's a video or a lyric video or whatever, you know, you usually get a couple of, you know, really bad comments or people who don't like. We had a couple people who didn't like Alex's vocal styling.
Yeah, but they still complimented the band.
Yeah,
which was great. Like, man, you guys sound great, but like, and I get it. You know, some people don't like death metal vocals. It's fine.
It's definitely going to be one of those things that's divisive, but it's either you're in or you're not. But a lot of people seem to be in. Like literally, we've seen mostly, I'd say, like 98% support on this album, and I would say thank you to everybody who bought it.
Yeah.
To me, like thank you obviously to everybody who listened to it, but people who went and bought it, you know, we've shipped some albums to really strange places.
All over the place.
It's insane. It's insane that someone in Australia, someone in Africa, someone in Hawaii, you know, would find us, see us, and then purchase something from us. Is just, it's mind blowing. It's you know, and obviously what we do is a labor of love, and we stand behind all of it. So when somebody supports it, it means so much to us.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it does.
Ditto.
Well done, Fabian.
Okay.
Lazy.
So last question of the night. Where can you guys be followed?
Okay. Yeah, I'll take it.
You're the.
All right. So after this is done, I'll be sure to post our Facebook information in the chat. But you just literally, on this platform that you're watching this, Facebook, you go in the search bar, type in Vicious Attack band, and we'll be the first one there. And we have a link tree. So if you hit link tree, it'll take you literally to everything we have. We have a YouTube page where all these awesome videos that we were talking about you can find. Some of this stuff is more time sensitive, like the video for the Halloween Showdown obviously was in October. So you can find that on the Facebook page along with all of our really dumb advertisements. It's all there on the Facebook page. You can find our music on all of the streaming platforms, Spotify. I found somebody who found us on Deezer. And I'm like, I didn't even know we were on Deezer.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
Deezer is a music streaming platform, but it's for specifically like high quality streams. So wow. Spotify will give you like the crappiest, like, here you go. And you don't notice it because most people don't have that ear. Most people aren't audiophiles. So I believe it's Deezer that has high quality versions of all the music that they have on there. So yeah, they found us on there. I'm like, awesome. I didn't know we were on there.
Yeah.
We're on YouTube Music, Amazon Music, iTunes, if that's still a thing. I think it's called Apple Music now, I believe.
Yeah.
We're on MySpace. We haven't updated it. Oh yeah, we haven't updated it for like 20 years or whatever. But you can find us on Instagram, Vicious Attack 1 on Instagram. Somebody already took Vicious Attack.
Son of a
Scoundrels. Yeah, and really, that's all of them. If you want to buy something from us because you're nice people and you want to support local metal, you can find us at viciousattack.bandcamp.com. And we have all of our discography on there, digital or physical. We have hats. We have beanies.
Sweaters.
We have sweaters.
Baseball shirts.
Baseball tees.
A regular dark one shirt with our faces on the back of it.
We got various T-shirts. But yeah, you could, and then of course, if you somehow are lost and you can't find any of that, we have a website as well. It's www.viciousattack.net. So we couldn't afford the com, but we get the net. So yeah, that's all of it.
Hey guys, I want to thank you for taking the time out to join us for this podcast and let us interview you. Me introducing you to the world and to Rob and you guys, it was a lot of fun. You guys tripped me out. And
thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
No problem.
Absolutely. Maybe in several months, see how things are going. Bring you back on here, or maybe bring on Savage, on the Savage podcast, whichever happened. Maybe both. Shit, we could do both.
Yeah,
definitely. But again, thank you so much for coming, you guys. It was a lot of fun.
We had so much fun, and we love doing all of this. Like this is the stuff where you get to see, what we sound and look and how dumb we are. So anything that our fans can see and all that is definitely we love it. So thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right, you guys have a beautiful Wednesday night, and I'll see you guys soon.
Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
Have a great night, guys.
What am I supposed to say?
You too.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.